First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They look to throw. It's locked. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Minnesota.
Throwing now is locked. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly, got a great break on the ball, and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Locke looks to throw it again. It's coming, and down he goes. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Locke caught out left side by Robinson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Being chased out left to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
He may try and run, diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. This is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Following the fumble recovery. Poole firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
1-yard line.
So deep trouble here, backed up to their own 1-yard line for 2nd and long. To throw from his end zone. Poole. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a two-syllable. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski, 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Throwing after the interception. Poole. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Poole. Gets it quickly to Galladay. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Lock now on first down. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then the defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw it is Lock. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Lock working out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Pull. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for number 11. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Pull. And that will be incomplete.
Poole's pass. Intended for T.J. Hawkinson. Incomplete.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Vikings 7, Lions nothing.
Throwing on first down is Lock. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Cook. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it's 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
1st down, Minnesota.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Locke going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Locke. Setting up the screen for Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down. Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the ground, Cook. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Shotgun snap to Locke. Over the middle to Smith. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. Points result. We'll call this play significant.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd down and goal. Now Locke, he lost the football in town, and this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team, because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Vikings.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down the 16-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Back to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Lions 14, Vikings 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. Space to maneuver at the 40. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Powerful running. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Watt. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
On the carry.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Watkins. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Looking to throw. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
It's the score, Lions 21, Vikings 7.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out Let's go make some plays.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Block. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They fake the handoff, now Locke. That's going to be caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Allen Robinson, as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Lions 21, Vikings 14. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Taken in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun. Ooh. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
On the play. It's now 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Poole over the middle, complete. That's Ingram. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. but at the same time, they'd like to get things.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, 77 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun. Pull. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, pull. Looking inside, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. From the gun, pull. The reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
48-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. They find some open field here. It's running. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one good carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Pull. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the duck off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd and 9, Locke. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now Locke. Quickly into the hands of Robinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They run. Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings.
Complete to
Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
for the point after.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Poole. Catches by Hawkinson, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Poole. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Poole. Another throw for Gallagher. This one complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
32-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Johnson on the counter. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
On the carry.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw on 3rd down. Pull. It'll be intercepted. Snags it for a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. From the 29, Block. Gonna let one fly for the guy's man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Zerline good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Guy's man complete over the middle. That's Ingram. And he is going to have as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On first down, Poole. Comes out, they hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. That'll bring up second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Poole, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Greg Zerline set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trailed in quarter number 4. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, Poole. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Poole. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The ball carrier.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
On play action, Lock. Can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Flowers able to record his his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. They go to Johnson again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. To throw from his end zone. Poole. They'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Poole. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep down. This is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Poole. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
From the gun, Poole toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Poole. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Seibert on for the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Vikings 42, Lions 31.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run it again with Cook. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Vikings.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings,